Welcome back to the Takeout. Thanks for staying with us. This caught our eye. The parent company of two of the most popular beers in the country says demand for their beverages is on the decline. Modelo and Corona beers importer Constellation Brands is projecting a drop of 2 to 4% in beer sales this fiscal year. It highlighted a specific drop in sales among Hispanic customers, who account for roughly half of Constellation Brands' market. I discuss alcohol consumption trends generally and beer specifically with Sam Slaughter, the association manager for the South Carolina Brewers Guild. I did so earlier today. Sam, it's great to have you with me. I appreciate your time. Big picture question. What is happening to beer sales nationally? What are the trend lines, and is it of overarching concern to the industry?
So overall, beer sales, whether it's craft or domestic, we are seeing a decline kind of across the board. And while there are some concerns about that, I don't think it is as big a concern as maybe the numbers straight up indicate.
And why is that?
One of the good things about, especially the craft beer industry, and we're seeing it in with a lot of the domestics as well, is the companies are pivoting to other things. So while maybe an IPA, while that was very popular in years past, or a double IPA or something like that, these companies are now evolving and incorporating these non-beer drinks into their portfolios as well. So whether it's a non-alcoholic beer or something like a hard seltzer, even THC or THCA beverages. There's a whole line of things now that these companies are all doing to stay with the times and stay with what drinking trends are showing.
And is it true that drinking trends are showing a pullback from alcohol across the board?
I think there is that kind of across the board, especially with younger generation, for sure, people in their 20s. The statistics indicate that there is less drinking going on because of the alternatives that there are, whether, again, like the THCA beverages is a big industry now, but even non-alcoholic just beverages, whether they are the kind of the probiotic sodas or the wide variety of just seltzers that are available, whether it's LaCroix or Polar, you can go on and find innovation in these areas where we're getting flavors that back 10, 20 years ago just didn't exist. And so we're given a lot more options now. And so when you think about what is trending or what people are doing, there's just a lot more to choose from. And so people are picking and choosing based on, what they are doing in terms of their own health or finances or any number of reasons.
Is there any reason to imagine, Sam, that this going into football season, the holidays, that there could be an uptick in consumption?
I think around certain holidays or certain sporting events. So obviously the Super Bowl is one that comes to mind, or, the kickoffs for NBA or NHL. There's always going to be that kind of push, but it's the same thing every year. So if you think of it as a wave, it's going to ebb and flow the same way every year. Just the same as with, say, chicken wings and the Super Bowl. People plan for that, or those companies plan for that because they know that is the big time for that, and then they kind of plan out the rest of the year accordingly.
Sam, does any of this filter through overall assessments of the economy? Is this a consumer hesitant issue, or is this an alcohol hesitant issue?
I think my thought would be that it is more towards the alcohol and health issue. We have had a lot more conversation kind of the world over about our own health and taking care of our bodies. And so as there is more research being done, as there are more alternatives being offered out there, people are seeing that, hey, we can be social without having to impact whether it's our waistline or, organ function, things like that. If you have an option to get some sort of buzz without putting on 300 calories, 400 calories, whatever it is, I think most people would, most of the time, take that if they are one to worry about their health, worry about their wellness and their, cardio, et cetera.
Sam, I have in my notes here that there is one outlier to our conversation. That is the Kelsey Brothers Garage Beer. Apparently, they're doing quite well. Big injection of investment. And that would suggest at least a celebrity component to this conversation that we should probably pay some attention to.
For sure. And you see this a lot more in the spirits industry, whether it's Casamigos with George Clooney or The Rock has his own tequila. A lot of celebrities have gotten into the spirits or beer game because it's a great way to enhance their own brand, but also for people that really do love a certain celebrity and want to support them in some way other than going to see the movies or going to see a band. It allows them that kind of connection, maybe. And for the Kelsey Brothers beer specifically, they have a beer that's made for football. Like, it's made to drink with friends, it's made to drink around while watching sports. And so it has that component as well when you're thinking about something easy drinking that you can have a couple of and enjoy, with friends and stuff. They really nailed it as far as the marketing and just the overall everything about it.
Great perspective on all this. Sam Slaughter, Association Manager for the South Carolina Brewers Guild. I appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.